So this movie starts with a forest named Pride Rock, a forest which is very big and very beautiful. This forest is so beautiful and green that it is called the paradise of animals. And in this movie, we see that this entire forest is ruled by Simba, the same Simba who is the son of Mufasa. Here we see that after the marriage of Simba and Nala, they now have a daughter, and Simba's daughter's name is Kiara. Simba is happily walking with his daughter Kiara in the jungle, but at the same time, Simba smells a smell. From this smell, Simba recognizes that his wife Nala is trapped in some trouble at this time. After knowing this, Simba takes his daughter Kiara to his cave and makes her sit in the cave and tells her that now he is going to take her mother Nala and he will return early in the evening with Nala. Hearing this from Simba, Kiara gets scared, but Simba tells her that she need not be afraid because Timon and Pumbaa are here to take care of her. Now after this, time passes slowly, and it becomes night, and as soon as night falls, it starts raining very heavily. Kiara was born some time back. That is why she sees rain for the first time, and now because normally lions are afraid of water. That is why Kiara also gets scared seeing water, but after that Rafiki comes in that cave, and that is why Kiara gets very happy seeing Rafiki because Kiara likes Rafiki a lot, and Rafiki also considers Kiara as his granddaughter. Seeing Rafiki, Kiara tells him that she is very afraid of water, but after listening to Kiara, Rafiki tells her that the great lions whose blood is in you were also once afraid of water, but all of them. They conquered their fear, and that is why they are all such brave lions today. But here, after listening to Rafiki, Kiara tells him that her father Simba and her grandfather Mufasa are very brave lions, and she, i.e., Kiara, can never be as brave as them. But as Rafiki hears this, he tells Kiara that now I am going to tell you the story of a lion who was once of your age, and then only after this, we come to know that the lion whose story Rafiki is telling is the lion Mufasa. Now right after this, Rafiki starts his story, and as soon as the story starts, we see Mufasa. Many years ago, a lion and lioness named Ahadi and Uru gave birth to a newborn lion cub who was named Mufasa. But the place where Mufasa and his parents lived was a barren and empty forest, but Mufasa's parents. They always told him the story of a forest which was very green, and there was no shortage of water, but that forest was very far away on the other side of the mountains, and the name of that forest was Malele. Along with this, Mufasa's parents also told him that this Malele forest is in the direction of the sun, and one day Mufasa must reach that forest. Now after this, one day when Mufasa is playing with his parents, a stream of water falls on Mufasa's face from the sky. The drop falls, and then when Mufasa looks up, he realizes that the sky has become dark clouds, which means that it is going to rain here now. Seeing the dark clouds in the sky, all the animals of the forest start dancing, and everyone is very happy to know about the rain. Mufasa also comes to a nearby canal out of happiness, and then he starts playing there. After this, it rains very heavily there, and that is why all the animals are very happy to see the rain. Even Mufasa's mother and father are very happy to see the rain. But then the rain becomes very heavy, and due to this rain, so much water flows that the canal in which Mufasa is gets flooded. Seeing the flood, Mufasa's father, Ahadi, goes to save him, but the flow of water is so fast that Ahadi is unable to save Mufasa, and Mufasa is swept away from there by the water. Mufasa goes far away from his kingdom floating in the water and reaches the kingdom of another lion, that is, in a jungle where another lion rules. When Mufasa opens his eyes after some time, he sees that he is hanging from a branch of a tree in the canal. Here Mufasa sees another lion cub on the ground a little away from the canal, who is of the same age, and so he and Mufasa talk to each other, in which the other lion cub tells his name as Taka. Taka tells Mufasa to quickly come out of this water, because crocodiles live in this water, which will eat him if they see him. Hearing this, Mufasa moves his legs fast and tries to get himself out of the water, but at the same time, two small crocodiles see him, and they quickly come near him to eat Mufasa. They start coming, but by then Mufasa reaches a corner, after which Taka helps him, and he takes him out of the water, but only after this Taka gets help from his wife, whose name is Esha, and she comes here and scolds Taka, saying that he is the son of the king of this jungle, and that is why he should not roam around in the open like this, but only after this. Taka tells his mother Esha that he has saved the life of a lion cub today, and saying this, he introduces Mufasa to his mother. But on hearing this, Esha tells Taka that you are of royal blood, and that is why you should not roam around with any stray. But on this, Mufasa tells Esha that he is not a stray lion, but he has got separated from his family. As Esha knows that Mufasa has got separated from his family, she feels pity for Mufasa, and that is why she takes him to her husband, whose name is Ubashi, and he is the king of this entire kingdom. As soon as Ubashi sees Mufasa, he tells his wife Esha that he should not have brought an unknown lion cub with him. But Esha tells Ubashi that Mufasa has actually got separated from his family, and that is why she wants them to keep Mufasa with them. But on this, Vasi tells Esha that if Esha wants to keep Mufasa with her, then he will make Mufasa and Taka race here, and if Mufasa wins in this race, then only he will allow Mufasa to stay here. Now after this, Taka and Mufasa race, but now, because of whatever happened with Mufasa, he was very tired. That is why his speed in the race was very slow. But seeing this, Taka gets behind Mufasa, and he lets him win, and this is because Taka started considering Mufasa as his friend, and he wanted Mufasa to stay with him and his family. Now after Mufasa wins the race, Obasi gets a little sad, and this is because his son Taka lost in this race, but according to his promise, he allows Mufasa to stay in his family, after which Mufasa starts living in Taka's family like his brother. But here Obasi makes a condition about Mufasa, and he says that Mufasa will stay only with female lions. After this, Mufasa and Taka become very good friends, and they always play together. Along with this, Aisha also starts considering Mufasa as her son, and she teaches Mufasa all the ways of fighting. However, apart from Mufasa, if we look at Taka, then we see that Mufasa is not his son. Speaking of which, Taka mostly lived with his father, and Obasi was a very lazy lion, due to which he could not teach Taka much. Now after this, many years gradually pass, and that is why Mufasa and Taka also grow up. After both of them become adults, we come to know that Mufasa is very special compared to all the other lions, and this is because not only his sense of smell was strong, but his senses were also much sharper than other lions, and that is why Mufasa could know beforehand that where all the people whom he had to hunt were, and at what distance. Now only after this, one day Mufasa goes for hunting with his mother Esha, but where both of them go for hunting, many other lions come there. But all these lions are from another forest, and they are completely white in color. Along with this, the size of all these white lions is very big, and they are very strong. They are more dangerous, and so Esha asks Mufasa to hide, and she also hides from them, but here we see that all these white lions see them both and attack them as soon as they see them. After the attack, Mufasa is not afraid, and he faces them bravely. Here, Taka also comes to them from behind, and only after coming here he sees that Mufasa is fighting all those white lions alone, but Taka does not have enough courage to go ahead and support Mufasa. At the same time, Taka gets so scared that he also hides in the bushes to save himself from all those white lions. But now, because Mufasa is very brave, that is why he alone faces all those white lions, and he also kills one of them, and that is why, as one of the white lions dies, the same happens, the rest of them run away from there. In this fight, Esha gets slightly injured, but Mufasa asks her to go home quickly. But then Taka comes out of the bushes and apologizes to both of them, saying that he was hiding in the bushes and watching Mufasa fight with all those white lions, but he did not have enough courage to come out and support Mufasa and fight with all of them. But on this, his mother Esha tells him that you do not need to apologize. You will definitely get a chance to show your bravery in future. Only after this, the three of them reach their home, but on reaching home, seeing the condition of Mufasa and Aisha, Obasi asks them what has happened to them after hearing this. Esha tells everything to Owasi after knowing everything. Owasi thanks Mufasa, and he tells him that if he had not been there, Aisha would not have been alive today. But after this, Mufasa tells Ubashi that he feels that all the white lions will come back to take their revenge. After listening to Mufasa, Ubashi tries to confirm his words, and for this, Obashi sends one of his men inside the territory of all those white lions. Obashi sends him to all those white lions, and he comes there and sees that whatever happened today, all the white lions are telling their king, and after listening to their conversation here, It is known that the white lion who has been killed by Mufasa is the son of the king of all these white lions, and the name of the king of all these white lions is Kairos, who is the most powerful and most dangerous among all of them. And here, as soon as he hears the news of his son's death, he gets angry and shouts very loudly. Roar starts, and then he decides that now he will kill Mufasa, who killed his son. But along with Mufasa, he will also kill Taka, because Taka is the son of the Lion King of another jungle, and he wants to settle the score by killing Taka. After this, knowing all these things, Ubashi's man comes back and he tells all these things to Ubashi. After which Ubashi and the whole family come to know that tomorrow morning Kiros will come there with all his men, and he will kill both Mufasa and Taka. Ubashi and Esha get very scared after knowing this, but then both of them tell Mufasa and Taka that now both of them will have to escape from here, and they both will have to go straight from here to Mile, a place which is called the Paradise of Animals, and Mile is taken because it is very far from here, across the mountains, due to which if both of them go there, then Kiros and his men will not be able to reach there. After knowing this, Mufasa and Taka first refuse to go, but then due to the insistence of their parents, both of them have to go from there. After this, as the next day morning comes, we see that Kiros and his entire army come to Ubashi and Esha, and as soon as they reach here, Kiros demands Mufasa and Taka. But after listening to Kiros, Ubashi tells him that he does not want any fight here, and he wants Kiros to leave from here with all his people. Ubashi tells Kiros that lions have some rules, and according to the rules, no lion can enter the territory of another lion without asking. But Kiros did not care about any rules, and he had come here only to kill Mufasa and Taka. But now because Ubashi, Esha, and none of his men tell Kiros anything about Mufasa and Taka, Kiros and all his men together kill them all. On the other hand, Mufasa and Taka had come a long way, and they were following the direction of the sun, and were headed straight to the destination. While walking on the way, they are very worried about their family, but then suddenly they see that many birds start flying and chirping behind them. Seeing the chirping of the birds, Mufasa understands that maybe Kiros and his men are chasing them. On knowing this, Mufasa and Taka start running very fast, and they run a long distance. But now there is a waterfall in front of them, and both of them hesitate to jump into it. But now, because they have no other option, they both jump straight down from the waterfall. After some time of their jumping into the waterfall, Kiros arrives there, and looking down at the waterfall, he tells his men to quickly find these two and take them out. I will kill them today. Only after this we see Mufasa and Taka, who were still walking in the forest. But now it was night. But at night, Mufasa and Taka felt that maybe someone was following them for some time. Then, when Mufasa looks after himself, he finds out that a lioness has been following him and Taka for some time because she is of the same age as him. The lioness tells her name as Sarabi, and she is also the daughter of a lion king like Mufasa and Taka, but some time ago she also got lost in the jungle. But Sarabi has a bird with her who is his bodyguard, and his name is Jaju. After knowing about themselves, all four of them join together and form a team of 4 and start moving forward together. Now, after this, we are shown a tree. This tree is very big, and there are many monkeys on it, but all these monkeys are shouting at a single monkey and asking it to go away from them. Actually, this monkey looks different from all the other monkeys, and at the same time it also has some powers due to which many monkeys are killed. Dangerous animals used to climb that tree and try to kill him, and all the monkeys had to face the attack, and that is why all the monkeys decide that they will together remove that monkey from their gang. Only after this monkey also gets separated from his gang and goes alone in the jungle, and the name of this monkey is Rafiki, that is, friends, the same Rafiki who is telling the story to Simba's daughter Kiara at this time. While walking in the jungle, Rafiki meets Mufasa and his team. After meeting Rafiki, they also accept him and include him in their team. It is here that Rafiki also comes to know that Mufasa and his team are taking the army, and that is why Rafiki uses his special powers, and he tells Mufasa and team that they are going in the right direction. Only after this Mufasa and his team start moving forward on the way, and Rafiki also joins the team and starts going with them. It becomes morning while walking, and that is why in this scene we see that Taka comes to Mufasa, and he tells Mufasa that he has fallen in love with Sarabi, And that is why now Taka wants Mufasa to tell him some ways so that he can express his love in front of Sarabi. Hearing this, Mufasa tells Taka that Taka should tell Sarabi that her body smells of flowers. Hearing this, Taka asks Mufasa that how to find out. On this, Mufasa tells Taka that you already know that. My sense of smell is much more than all the other lions. After this, Taka goes close to Sarabi, and he tells her that I get the smell of flowers from your body. Sarabi feels very good after hearing this, and that is why Sarah also starts talking to Taka happily, but after going a little further, they notice that Kiros and his entire army have surrounded them, and now they have no way to escape. But at the same time, Rafik notices that a lot of elephants are passing by them, and that is why he tells Mufasa that if they somehow divert their attention and scatter all the elephants, then they can escape from Kiros and his army. After this, Rafik sees a beehive nearby, and that is why he quickly attacks that beehive without any delay, due to which a lot of bees come out of that hive, and they start biting the elephants walking nearby, due to which the group of elephants gets scattered, and that is why Kiros and his companions are not able to reach Mufasa and team. Due to the stampede of elephants, Mufasa and his companions also have to hide because they could have died due to being crushed under all those elephants. Here, Mufasa and everyone else hide, but Sarah also gets unconscious after colliding with an elephant. But now because Sarah also fell unconscious in the middle of the herd of elephants, Mufasa quickly comes to Sarabi, and he picks up Sarabi and takes her with him. Only after this, when Sarah opens her eyes, she sees that now she and her whole team have come to a safe place. After coming here, she asks Mufasa who saved her. Hearing this, Mufasa tells him that Taka has saved him, and here Mufasa takes Taka's name so that Taka can also get a deal. After this, they start moving ahead on their way, and then while walking, they come in front of a big mountain. After coming here, Rafiki uses his powers, and he tells the team that they are going on the right path, and now he knows that behind these mountains there is Mile Lake, that is, the paradise of animals. After this, they quickly start climbing the mountain, but behind, we see that Kiros had also reached there with his army. Here on the mountains, Mufasa understands that Kiros is also following them, and now he will definitely reach them by seeing the paw marks of all of them, and then that is why Mufasa tells Jaju to fly straight up and bring down the snow from above. They kept dropping snow so that the snow would erase their paw prints. Next, we see that Mufasa's plan works, and Kiros and his friends get confused in finding Mufasa and Taka. After this, we see that Sarabi and Mufasa are alone, and that is why Sarabi tells Mufasa that when she fainted, she felt that someone was saving her, and that is why she knows that the one who saved her was not Taka, but Mufasa. Hearing this, Mufasa also accepts in front of Sarah B that he is the one who saved Sarah B. Only after this, Sarah and Mufasa express their love for each other, after which we also see that now Taka and his friends have started fighting, but Taka remembers that Taka sees them both from a distance. And by supporting Mufasa and Sarah, he understands that Sarah too is now Mufasa's, and that is why Taka starts hating Mufasa, because he believes that Mufasa has taken away his love from him, and that is why Taka decides that he will take revenge from Mufasa. After this, Taka starts going down the mountains that very night, and while walking, he starts looking for Kiros and his man, and when he meets Kiros, Taka tells him that he too wants to join Kiros because Mufasa is his enemy too, and he too wants to kill Mufasa. After listening to Taka, Kiros accepts him in his team. Only after this, they decide that now, as much Taka moves forward with Mufasa, he will leave claw marks behind, so that Kiros and him too will be left behind the claw marks. After seeing Taka, he should come to them, and then when Kiros finds Mufasa, he should kill him. After this, Taka leaves from there and goes to Mufasa. By the time he reaches Mufasa, it is morning, and that is why seeing Taka in front of him, Mufasa asks him where he was all night. On this, Taka tells Mufasa that he had gone to look for prey, but he did not find anything anywhere. Only after this, they started their journey. They do this, and again start moving towards Malele, and after walking for some time, they all reach Malele. They are very happy after reaching Malele because Malele is a very green and very beautiful forest, and it is really a paradise for animals. But here we see that as soon as Mufasa and his team enter, the animals of Malele come to him, and they tell Mufasa that Mufasa should leave from here right now, and that is because Kiros is chasing him, and if he comes here while chasing him, then he will kill all of them along with Mufasa. But after hearing this, Mufasa tells the animals there that Kiros cannot come there because he has not left any paw mark behind while coming here. But then the next moment, Mufasa hears the sound of someone barking, and when he turns back, he sees that Kiros is not there. When he turns around, he sees that Kiros and his men are standing there. Mufasa is shocked to see Kiros and starts thinking how Kiros reached there, but then Kiros tells Mufasa that Taka helped him in coming here, and it is with his help that they have come here. Mufasa does not believe this, but the next moment Kiros comes in front of Mufasa and attacks him, after which a fight takes place between them, and on the other side Mufasa's team fights with Kiros's men. After this, Kiros, Mufasa, and Taka all three fall into the ditch, and even after falling here, Kiros is fighting with Mufasa. Kiros is much bigger and powerful in comparison to Mufasa, and that is why he overpowers Mufasa. Taka is watching the fight between these two from a distance. But then he remembers his mother Aisha's words that she told him that he will get a chance to show his bravery, and when Taka gets a chance to show his bravery, he will not miss that opportunity. And then remembering these things, Taka decides that now he will support Mufasa in this fight. Here, while fighting in the fight, Kiro hits Mufasa's face with a strong paw, but before his paw hits, Taka comes in front of him, due to which his paw hits Taka's face, and due to this attack, a scar comes on Taka's face. After this, Taka and Mufasa both meet together, and they fight with Kiros, and then both of them together throw him into the water, where a big rock also falls on Kiros, and due to this reason, Kiros is killed. Now after this, we see that Mufasa becomes the king of this entire jungle, because he saved all the animals from Kiros. Along with this, Mufasa also meets his mother here, and Mufasa's mother is also very happy to meet him, because now she has got back her son, whom she had lost in childhood. But apart from all this, all the animals here ask Mufasa to throw Taka out of this jungle because Taka had cheated Mufasa. But Mufasa does not do this, and he tells everyone that now he is the king of the jungle, and as long as he is the king, his friend Taka, like a brother, will stay here. But yes, Mufasa definitely says that from today onwards he will never take Taka's name. After listening to Mufasa, Taka himself tells everyone that from today onwards he will keep his name Scar, so that from today onwards whenever someone takes his name, he will realize his mistake. Now only after this, we will see this. That's when this story ends, and after the story ends, Simba's daughter Kiara becomes very happy to know the story. At the same time, Kiara's father Simba and mother Nala also come to her, and Kiara also sees that they still need another child who is the newborn baby of her father and mother, but then with this, the movie ends. So friends, this was the video on the story of Mufasa the Lion King. How did you like the story of this movie? You must tell me in the comments, and if you like the video, then like the video. Those who have not subscribed to the channel should subscribe to the channel quickly, and to watch all the latest videos of our channel on time, set the bell icon next to it to all. I will meet you in some other such great video. Till then, goodbye.